Bicycle, bicycle, bicycle. I want to ride my bicycle, bicycle, bicycle. I want to ride my bicycle. I want to ride my bike. I want to ride my bicycle. I want to ride it where
Well, here we are in Oxford, just having a cuppa before I set off back to London. Bike chained up behind me here. Very pretty city, Oxford, lots of old buildings. I'm just along the road from the University Press, something famous in our part of the world.
Has actually damaged the neck slightly. See if we can get that.
Well, just had a quick repair done in Warlands, Bodley Road Cycles, after the chain jumped off the front chain ring and sent the derailleur into the rear spokes. Thought that was going to be a major disaster, but a tenner and we're back on the road. University City, bikes everywhere. Okay, well, finally found the way out of Oxford. Not very well signed around the city, so I went to the information centre and managed to get a local council map, luckily free of charge, and heading off now, making my way south, heading back towards London. Lovely old place. There's a bicycle outside nearly every house here. Definitely student city and very narrow streets. So you can imagine it being gridlock. So bikes obviously a very good way to get around. Lots of bike lanes. And too many cars. I'm glad they're all parked. It could be totally mad at least competing for a bit of spare road. Crossing the main Abingdon Road now. A lot of signs there across the road marking the path. It's incredible once you start out how well signed this is. Busy roads, pedestrian and cycle lights, unlike Brisbane. This is Route 5 National Cycle Route and local Route 7. Thames Valley Cycle Route. had a headwind all the way from Oxford. So just coming into Abingdon. Looking for the cycle route sign, and it looks like straight through. So we're just making our way out of Abingdon now towards Didcot. In the distance you can see the cooling towers and chimney of the Didcot power station. Starting to rain now, quite windy. Just had to get up. Back there, the egg beaters are finally given up the ghost. Need new bearings. Both of them have flogged out, starting to grind and grab, so no way I can make it back to London with those. So yeah, there we go. See how we go now. It's just coming up to 10 to 2 in the afternoon, so another 3 hours or a bit less today and it'll be getting dark, so I need to find somewhere to stay. Well, just picked up the cycle route 5 again, Sunday morning. Just had a night in Reading, £40 room, but it was very nice to get in the room with the heater and dry the clothes out. And thankfully we weren't having to put a tent up for the night or pull it down. It's quite cool this morning. Supposed to be frost, but no sign of frost, but behind the B&B there was ice on the cars, but doesn't feel too bad, and the sun's over there coming up, so it should be a good day today, fingers crossed. big swans on the river and a lot of boats. So following the Thames path again this morning for most of the way into London. Today we'll pass through Windsor and Hampton Court Palace. I've just done a stiff climb down to Wargrave. I think we're still heading towards Maidenhead. The cycle route now is split actually, and now we're on National Cycle Route 4. We've split off just after Reading, or Reading as the locals say. So we've just done this climb and now we're heading down. Still a bit of frost under the trees here in the sheltered spots. It's coming on for 9 AM, so hang on about an hour. We've just come down, finished that descent and got to the signs at the bottom. Still on local routes, and appropriately just leaning the bike up here, appropriately the name on that signpost is Crazy's Hill. Nearly lost it a few times coming down there in the wet leaves and the mud and the ice. So onwards and downwards. Very well formed road across here. We're on a bridleway through the middle of someone's farm. Very nice riding down those hills. So just before 10 o'clock in the morning I'm down in Maidenhead and having a nice English breakfast. Drew the line at the back. Black pudding, didn't want to have any of that, so yeah, Maidenhead already, which is good, been here before. So from trip 1 to this one, my two paths are now crossed, so you can bail anytime on the train and not feel guilty. But at the moment the plan is to head back to Gravesend by bike. Just in the mall here, everything's still closed. On Sunday it doesn't open till at least 10 o'clock or later, if at all. Bike shop down there closed, doesn't open on Sunday, so glad all my bike problems were yesterday. Just saw some rowers on the river. So this is quite an old area here, Maidenhead, and the fast train going over the bridge there. Quite a neat old house or something over that side. Some beautiful places here around Maidenhead. People got some money, that's for sure. Capsicum, prawn, chorizo, peas, mushroom, chicken, mussels. Delicious.
Bicycle, bicycle, bicycle. I want to ride my bicycle, bicycle, bicycle. I want to ride my bicycle.